Besides looks, what makes a person crazy attractive? Having a weirdly specific hobby. Being super smart. Or having a quick wit. Can I show you my Inuit Scrimshaw collection sometime? Voice. People think I'm crazy when I say this. Diction. Tone. Pitch. All that shit is like a spell. Sometimes I'll think someone is really physically appealing and then they squawk at me like a bird. Yikes. But then I'll see someone who's just cute but then they speak and their voice is silk and honey and then suddenly there's an earthquake in my chest. Smelling really good. When they are really trying to learn something but doing horrible. But still having fun. Haha. I have no idea how to skydive. Haha. Here goes nothing. Haha. Jiranamu squat now. The ability to enjoy yourself and not give a damn what others think. I had just started dating a new girl in college. She was visiting me in my dorm room. And had found an old remote control truck in my dorm closet. She grabbed it. We went outside and she spent the next hour driving it all over campus making engine sounds and at one point fairly convincing laser noises as she ran over a pine cone. I don't know why a truck running over a pine cone makes laser noises but she assured me they do. It was a little childish and silly but she was genuinely happy. She wasn't trying to make a good impression on me, she was just herself. One of my hallmates came across us while this was going on. And later told me in front of others, man. Your new girl is weird. But hilarious. You know? I had liked her before the truck walk. But after that I could not stop thinking about her. 2 years later we graduated. A year after that we married. It's been 20 years. No regrets. A girl that really loses it laughing. Doesn't have to be my joke. But if it is. Heaven. B14. Ha 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 ha. Ugly person here. Reading this thread intently. Just remember. You're only ugly on the outside. And possibly inside. But probably just outside. Giving a FCK. If I find something cool and want to rant about it, then if you ask questions and seem genuinely interested, it's a huge plus. That's why I do the same. I had a girlfriend who was crazy into literature and writing techniques while I was crazy into things like space exploration and discoveries. I don't particularly care about literature and she didn't particularly care about space exploration and discoveries, but if I brought up something cool that had happened in that field, she could ask questions about it for an hour and develop great questions which would lead to great conversations. If she mentioned some awesome Shakespearean play she had just read and started talking about the imagery or whatever, I could have an hour-long conversation on that, asking about things like how it impacted her view of other works, Shakespeare in general, etc. The ability to hold a meaningful conversation on something you don't particularly like is one of the most attractive qualities in a lady. On top of this, actually having interests worth having conversations about. Dancing eyes. I'm a sucker for eyes that can't hide joy. A cute voice. An attractive accent. Oil lad, ya wanna fuck a mate? Sense of humor. Chivalry and being good at hand-to-hand combat. Compassion. Small acts of conscientiousness that remind me that you often think about me and how you can improve my day. E.g. I know you were up late last night. So I brewed you some coffee even though you don't usually drink it. Just little shitty like that. It's surprising how few people try to improve their partner's lives with small acts of kindness. Even in committed long-term relationships. Too many people are very self-centered. So reminding me that you're not as attractive. Humorous personality. I first read this as humongous personality and thought you were making a dick joke. Intelligence. Humor. Absence of STDs. Or lack of gonorrhea is so attractive, baby. Dart. Takes notes furiously. Yay baby. Writing is so SI. Yeah, take those notes. Confidence. A pulse. Any sort of legume really. Where have you been all my life? Willingness to talk to me and hold a conversation. I'm not some creepy, awkward moth FK. But some girls just don't click with me. Evil volcano layer ownership. This gets me rock hard every time. Brains. Smart men are like catnip to me. That reminds me of a conversation I was having yesterday about my dissertation on quantum physics. When they know exactly when to lock S-foils in attack position. Good sense of humor. Talented in something I like, such as exercise, music, cooking, or travel. That last one is not really a skill. But you get the point. I want at least one awesome activity to share with someone. You'll either embrace my passion for falconry or we have no future. Probably a little bit of awkwardness. I'm not always awkward. But I definitely can be. And I appreciate someone who understands that feeling. I don't want to just be bumbling around like dummies. But I find it a lot easier to not feel uncomfortable around someone who I know is probably experiencing the same feelings I am. Silence. Person secure enough to not feel compelled to seek validation by filling up empty air with conversation is a very attractive quality. That's the difference between those who talk all the time and those who have something to say. They find me attractive. Stability. Not necessarily financially. In the I'm the CEO of the company and I will buy you your yacht way. But in that there's a sense of comfortableness with that person. Somebody sensible who isn't going to pull an I love you, I'm just not in love with you line he cops from elsewhere because of one fight. Or after reading one Are you just friends with your so? 12 telltale signs. The 5th of May surprise you. Article. Just the ability to realize that life isn't a movie. And that if things come crashing down it's possible to work to fix it. That's much more attractive than driving away or screaming in the rain or using as many ellipses in his texts as possible for dramatic purpose. Edit. Grammar. When she is very passionate about something. When she keeps a positive outlook on life no matter what. When she doesn't try to escape from the attic. Hygienes. I believe. Definitely. Several. If she can sing. Like seriously sing. And she has an exotic accent. I will melt. Get ready to melt. Kindness. I'd even take kindness over looks. Enjoying reading. Being good at something. Such as art. Kindness to everyone. Being able to sing. It's an instrument everyone has but not everyone can use. Quick wit. Considering you made this response to your own question 1 minute after asking it. It makes me think this whole thread is a grand conspiracy to make yourself seem attractive. Well sir. I'm not buying it. Now come up with a response in the next few minutes or be forever labeled as a giant phony. Having their tea together. Meaning healthy stools. Mercury poisoning and an electrically charged wire wrapped around her. Finally. My fetish. Strong bones. Nothing more attractive than a woman that pays her calcium taxes. Thank. A nice smile. Edit. A lot of people have said besides looks. But I think a smile is just as much about behavior, it's something you do. Not something you look like necessarily. Like I always say. A smile is a window into the head. A chick that is really shy quiet around people. But is really dirty minded around you. That's hot cause in a way only you know about that dark side. You know? Kindness. My husband is the kindest man I've ever met. I also think he's the easiest man I've ever met. It may also be his beard and Australian accent. An OP that isn't too involved in his own thread. Memes. It doesn't matter what you look like. If your memes are dank, you are crazy hot. This applies to all races and religions, cultures, ethnicities, races, and species. Your outer appearance isn't what's important. It's the dankness of your memes which defines who you are. A southern drawl. But maybe that's just me. Bless your little heart. Her calves. It sounds stupid at FCK, but for some reason a woman's calves will literally make or break her. I find it hard to be attracted to a woman if she has really small, droopy, or weak looking calves. I remember all the tennis girls in high school had really nice calves. F-King drove me nuts, dude. The fact that you got upvotes despite this thread being about qualities that were not relating to looks shows to the powerful attractive qualities of calves. Low self-esteem. When she walks into the room and everyone just lights up. It's crazy, but I've seen it before. Not sure what it's called, but it's rather they bring joy into an environment for everyone, not just me. What car they daily? What car they daily? How can we car if we have no daily? It don't look like it be like it is, but it do. Personality. Yeah, please don't be a copy and paste girl.